start by reading a passage from one of my favorite books called Comfortable with Uncertainty. This chapter is called Getting to Know Fear. We cannot be in the present moment and run our storylines at the same time. Experiment with this for yourself and watch how it changes you. Impermanence becomes vivid in the present moment. So do compassion and wonder and courage. And so does fear. In fact, anyone who stands on the edge of the unknown, fully in the present, without a reference point, experiences groundlessness. That's when our understanding goes deeper. When we find that the present moment is a pretty vulnerable place, and that this can be completely unnerving and completely tender at the same time. What we're talking about is getting to know fear. Become familiar with fear. Look it right in the eye. Not as a way to solve problems, but as a complete undoing of old ways of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and thinking. The truth is that when we really begin to do this, we're going to be continually humbled. Fear is a natural reaction of moving closer to the truth. If we commit ourselves to staying right where we are, then our experience becomes very vivid. Things become very clear when there is nowhere to escape. I'm going to start by taking a deep breath into our bellies, filling up that space in our womb with air, and then letting it out completely. Feel the cool air pull into your lungs, and feel how your body has warmed that breath on the exhale. Maybe you came today with an intention, or maybe your card set one for you. Imagine your intention as a seed, small and precious in your hand. Your body warmth warms the seed as you wiggle it around in your hands. You find a soft place of dirt to dig a small hole as you plant this intention into the ground. You cover it in dirt, patting it firmly into the space. Imagine yourself watering this seed. Now imagine the seed starts to break open, starts to spread its roots. You might not be able to see it yet, but you can feel it growing. Wherever our attention goes, so does our energy. So be sure to come back and water this seed daily, knowing that it's growing at the rate nature intended. Equinox is all about honoring the balance of light and dark. A gentle invitation to emerge from winter stillness into renewed energy. Now go ahead and do that for maybe another 2-3 rounds on your own count. Maybe 4 felt a little too long. You can adjust it to 3. Just simply notice your body resting, relaxing into the space. Intentionally slow down and breathe like this, it tells our body we are safe. On your exhale, release anything that feels heavy, stagnant, or that's no longer aligned with who you are. Notice your thoughts. Do your best not to be judgmental of I should be breathing deeper than this, or I'm not breathing deep enough. You're not doing it wrong. There's no way to do it wrong. emotions are arising, arise. Observe them, but don't become attached or identify with them. The one thing about emotions is we often want to hang on to the good emotions and push away all the bad. But we can think of our emotions like a Chinese finger trap. The more you pull away, the tighter the grip is. But if we get curious about these emotions and lean in, they start to loosen their grip. So whatever feelings that you brought here today, I want you to simply quietly tell yourself, I'm allowed to feel X. Whether it's joyous, anger, whatever it is, it's welcome here. You have space to hold it. Giving ourselves this quiet permission can make it easier to let it flow down the creek. Exhale if it feels safe. Let out a sigh. Letting go of any tension held in your feet. And on the next breath in, breathe in a little thank you to your feet. Thank you, feet, for carrying me through this life. For allowing me to stand tall in all that I am. Now let your feet get heavy. Next, we'll breathe into our shins and lower legs. And on the exhale, let go of any tension that's stored there. Lower legs should feel heavy. Now we'll breathe into our thighs and let it go of any tension here. We're inviting harmony, balance, and inner alignment into our bodies. Associated with the color red. So imagine that you're breathing in this beautiful ruby red light into this hip space. And on the exhale, exhale this white light, releasing any tension. Our hips often hold on to a lot of trauma. So emotions could be coming up. This is a safe space to experience them. Tears might flow. Welcome them. Tears help cleanse the soul. Next, we'll breathe into our lower tummies, where our sacral chakra is located. It's often associated with the color orange. So imagine this orange light as you breathe into this space of your body. And as you expel the breath, imagine that white light taking away any tension, any stagnant energy out of your body. our solar plexus, which is located just below our rib cage. It's associated with the color yellow. So imagine this golden yellow light as you breathe into your solar plexus. This is where our creativity is stored. Imagine that yellow light coming in and filling that space. And the out breath expelling anything that's no longer for us. We're creating space for inner wisdom to gently rise to the surface. Next, we'll move to the heart chakra, which is located in the heart. It's often associated with the color green or pink. Feel free to choose which color suits you best. Now, on every inhale, I want you to imagine that green or pink light growing. Each breath, it grows bigger and bigger. The light is growing so big that it's larger than your chest. And on the next inhale, maybe it grows so big it even touches your neighbor. Now imagine that green or pink light covering your entire body and touching both people next to you. It grows strong with each in-breath, and you radiate love outward. Now imagine our collective heart space growing so big that it touches the cars going by outside. It touches the people in the buildings near us. Now take one more cleansing breath into this heart space and let out a sigh on the exhale. Next, we're going to work on our throat chakra, which is often associated with the color aqua blue. So imagine that you are breathing in this aqua blue light into your throat chakra. This chakra deals with authenticity, our ability to speak truth and be who we are. Imagine this blue aqua light coming into your throat space, and on the exhale, letting go of any tension, which allows you to speak your truth clearly, kindly, and directly. Be brave enough to speak your truth without causing harm. Next, we'll move to our third eye chakra, which is located in our forehead. It's associated with the color indigo, or like a dark bluish purple. deals with our intuition. So imagine this beautiful indigo light in this space. Relaxing your forehead. And now we'll work on our crown chakra, which is located at the top of our head and slightly above. And it's associated with the color purple. It deals with our unity, our oneness, our spirituality. It's what connects us all. So imagine this purple light as you breathe into your crown chakra. Remember that you are a beautiful queen, deserving of love. You are enough without having to prove a thing. You're enough just by existing. Take a deep, deep, deep breath, maybe a deeper breath than we've taken all day, and let it all go. Feel yourself become heavy. Instead of you laying on the ground, imagine that the earth is actually rising up to meet your body. Let Mother Gaia hold you fully. Thoughts come up, just gently remind yourself to go back to the breath. There's plenty of time to think about all those things later. Right now, we just want to focus on our breath. Our breath is the one thing that we can do voluntarily, but also involuntarily. In other words, we can breathe, or our breath is happening to us. Say these affirmations as if you're saying them to them. May they be happy.
May they be happy.
May they be healthy.
May they be healthy.
May they be safe.
May they be safe.
And may they live with ease.
And may they live with ease.
Now I want you to imagine an acquaintance. Maybe you don't even know their name. Say these affirmations as if you're saying them to them. May they be happy.
May they be happy.
May they be healthy.
May they be healthy.
May they be safe.
May they be safe.
And may they live with ease.
And may they live with ease.
Now I want you to imagine all of humanity. All people that you'll never get the chance to meet. I want you to imagine all the animals, birds, crocodiles, worms, every living being, even the blades of grass. And repeat these affirmations as if you're saying it to all that is. May they be happy.
May they be happy.
May they be healthy.
May they be healthy.
May they be safe.
May they be safe.
And may we all live with ease.
And may we all live with ease. There are monks that do this loving kindness meditation for hours on end every day. So even when you don't have time to do a loving kindness meditation for yourself, know that someone is. So let's take this time to send a little bit back of that loving kindness back to those monks. Imagine them in your mind's eye as we repeat the affirmations to them. May they be happy. May they be happy.
May they be safe.
May they be safe.
May they be healthy.
May they be healthy.
And may they live with ease.
And may they live with ease.
Now I'm going to come around with a tuning fork and I'm going to gently touch you on the forehead and I'm going to touch your shoulders. So if you do not wish to be touched today, that's perfectly acceptable. Just go ahead and place a hand on your heart so I know that you do not want to be touched today.
placing a small pine cone in your hand. And this is just as a reminder to bring you back to that intention that we set, that little seed that we planted. Maybe a little reminder every time you look at that little pine cone. I have something to say about the little pine cone. So pine cones traditionally symbolize throughout recorded human history of human enlightenment, resurrection, eternal life, and regeneration. We'll just take this little pine cone in our hands, maybe observing it for its beauty, noticing that each one is unique. No two are the same, just like any of us, but still they bloom right on time. Now take this little pine cone and put it near your heart. And to yourself, say thank you for showing up. Thank you for creating space for healing, space for quiet. It's not easy to show up, especially in the hustle and bustle of this world. But when we slow down, we can create space for all that we are. We're enough. And we're never too much. And then we can bring our hands to a prayer position, maybe with that little pine cone in there, and we'll bring it to our hearts. Taking a collective breath in and let out a big sigh. Knowing that you are renewed and endlessly abundant. The divine light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.